Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to go through the fantastic Sunflower by Rex Orange County. This is a song that a student of mine actually requested during first lockdown, and since then I've actually added it to the repertoire that I teach people. So I thought I'd put it on the channel, partially for my students who I teach privately so they can have that little bit of reference, and partially just to show you all the rest of you guys some of the songs that I actually use when I'm teaching people. This one is great for all those extra extension with 9 chords, 13s, major 7s, diminished minor 7 flat 5s and all those great things. Fantastic song. It's basically got 2 parts, so we'll go through each part obviously individually. So the next thing you'll hear will be me playing both parts. I'll play the A part, then the B part next to each other, and then of course I'll go through those 2 chord sequences. And that's it, let's crack on. Okay guys, so that was my playthrough. My B major 7 is sounding a bit not as nice as I'd like. I don't really know what's going on there, but anyway, we'll work our way through it. You guys will make it sound much nicer, I'm sure. So we start with, I'm going to call it A flat 9. So it's a 9 chord. So I'm going to play 11 on the A, 10 on the D, and then 11 on the G and the B. You can play the high E as well, but you don't need to. Just the 4 strings there will do. Then I'm going to make it a minor 9. Very easy. We just move our first finger back 1 fret to 9th fret. So it's 11 on the A, 9, 11, 11. A flat minor 9. Then we're going to have a D flat 13. Is it a 13 or a 7/6? I'll let you discuss that in the comments. 9 on the low E, deaden that A string, 9 on the D, 10 on the G, and 11 on the B. Then we're going to walk up on the B string 11, 12, 14. Then I'm going to call it a G flat. I'm going to stick with my flats. G flat major 7. So that's bar that 9th fret, 10th fret on the G, 11th fret on the D and the B. And again, I'm going to do the same melody along the B string 11, 12, 14 after that chord. And then I'm going to go back to this G flat. But I'm going to do a dominant 7, or just a 7 chord as it's often called, which is the same, but my middle fingers come off. I'm going to change my melody now. 11 on the B, 9 on the B, and 11 on the G. Then I'm going to go to this B major 7, which isn't sounding quite as nice as I'd like. It's basically like an E flat minor, but with a B bass. So that would be 6 on the low E, deaden that A, 8 on the D, 8 on the G, 7 on the B, B major 7. Again, just 1 strum will be fine. Then we're going to move to B flat minor 7. Now he plays this with a different fingering. I think he plays it like this. So with first finger on that low E 6, deaden the A string, and then 7 on the D, the G and the B with separate fingers. I was always taught to play it like this, so middle finger on that low E, and then bar the D, G and B with my 3rd finger. I think they both make sense, whichever works best for you. B flat minor 7, so it's a minor 7 chord. Pinky's going to go on that 7th fret G string. And how does that change it? It makes it a major, but it's still got that flat 7, so it's a dominant 7, or just a 7 chord, so a B flat 7. Very cool little sequence there. B major 7, B flat minor 7, B flat 7, oof. Then back to B major 7. And then what we're going to do is we'll actually just move our first finger up and grab this C note. So it's like an E minor triad again, but with a C in the bass. This actually becomes a C minor 7 flat 5. But if it's easier for you guys to think of it as a B major 7/C, then I can live with that as well. But it technically is a C minor 7 flat 5. And then we actually go back from there to the B major 7, and that's where we end this sequence. He does play it through a couple of times though, of course, singing through it. Sometimes on the live versions, he does more of this kind of a rhythm on those chords, but then it's the rest is the same. So I'll just play it through as I talk. There's that major 7, dominant 7, B major 7. Sometimes they do a big stop there as well. B flat minor 7, dominant 7, back to that major 7 and B, C minor 7 flat 5, back to the B major 7. And that's the end of the A section. Okay, so in my playthrough I was doing quite an upbeat rhythm, but again I'm really just going to concentrate on the chords. And then you can add your own rhythm as you go, I think. So it starts with a G flat major 7, which we've already done in the previous section, so hopefully you're okay with that one. Then next chord we're gonna move is to E flat minor 7 flat 5. Now it's very cool because actually if you look at the finger positions, they're very similar. So you don't actually have to move what string you're holding down, which is very cool. So yeah, so from this G flat major 7, we're going to go to say it's E flat minor 7 flat 5. So that's the first finger is going to be playing 6th fret on the A, root note. Ring finger is going to play 7 on the D, which is our flat 5. Middle finger is going to play 6 on the G, which is our flat 7. And then pinky is going to play the minor 3rd on that 7th fret B string. This is my preferred minor 7 flat 5 shape. Obviously we did one previously, but this is my preferred one. Okay, so from here we're actually going to go back to D flat major 7, which obviously is the same shape as here, but now 4th fret as you can see. So barring that 4th fret, 5th fret on the G, 6th fret on the D and the B. So very cool sequence, as I say. If you watch, it's not as hard to play as you think it's going to be. The trickiest move that most people find the trickiest is this next one, which is into an F dim or an F diminished 7, whatever you want to call it, F diminished chord. I think of it as just an F diminished chord, but which is over here. So a diminished chord is where we stack minor 3rds on top of each other. So you've got a root, flat 3rd, a flat 5, and a double flattened 7. So in this case, we've got middle finger playing the root note F on the 8th fret on the A string. Then we're going to play 9th fret on the D, our flat 5. Then we're going to play 7th fret on the G, which is our double flattened 7, or a 6th, but it's a double flattened 7 is the proper way to call it. Then 9 on the B for our minor 3rd. One of the weird things about diminished chord, I won't go too much into it, but you can actually play exactly the same 4 notes, because obviously it's 4 separate notes. If we move up a minor 3rd, so 3 frets, it's the same 4 notes, but in a different order, and you can actually do that all the way up the fretboard, which is fun. So he does that on some live versions. You'll see him hit that F, and then he might go up there just for a bar, because it's effectively the same diminished chord, which is very cool. So anyway, so that little move there is our tricky one to our diminished. We're then going to do an E flat minor 7. So barring that 6th fret and then 7th fret on the B and 8th fret on the D, feel free to hammer on, he does sometimes. That's our E flat minor 7. Then we're going to adjust back to our E flat minor 7 flat 5, which as before is 6 7 6 7 in terms of our frets. And then just like on the and of 4, just before we're going to come back in with that G flat major 7, we're going to hit this A flat minor 7 flat 5. So obviously the same shape as we've done before, but now at 11 and 12. So it's 11 on the A, 12 on the D with the ring finger, 11 on the G with the middle, and then 12 on the B with our pinky. And then we start again. Rubbish, but I really want to do some upstrums. I was trying to keep it simple. So anyway, so that's that more upbeat section. Just as a little bonus right at the end before I go to the outro, I can't seem to talk properly today. There's on the live versions in particular, he has this breakdown section later on, and he's instead of playing this chord, which is our major 7 at G flat, he actually plays a major 9 when he does this little breakdown. So it's like a major 7 chord, but we actually stack a 9 on top as well. So we've got root, 3rd, major 7, 9. And so this would be the shape. 9 on the A, middle finger playing the root note. First finger plays 8 on the D, which is our major 3rd. Ring finger is going to play that 9, or a 2nd, whatever you want to think of it, on the 9th fret B. And our pinky is going to play on the 10th fret G. So that's a chord that he substitutes for this major 7, and it's a major 9. So it's a nice little extra chord there thrown in. But yeah, very, very cool song. I say with the rhythm, you can just start with down strums. Try and just hit the chord changes. That's what I do to start. And if you can get all those chord changes in time with him, then you can start to do a slightly more expansive rhythm. That's the way I do it, but feel free, whatever works for you. Cool. Next thing you see is my face and my hair in need of a haircut. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found that useful and interesting. I'll do my usual bit at the end and say thanks for watching. Again, of course, I really appreciate it. If you did like the video, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please comment on the videos. All of those things help massively. Please check out social medias. And again, that really, really helps as well if you follow or whatever on there. I really appreciate it. It's great. So many nice comments, which is really, really nice. I do, genuinely appreciate it. It's really, really great. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon for some more cool guitar stuff. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.